welcome back to Fine Art of Imperfection. My kids have their first annual chili cook-off at their school tomorrow, and I've always wanted to do a chili cook-off, always thought it would be fun. And so I've decided to enter, and so I'm about to make the the chili. I decided to go with like a true Texas chili since I'm from Texas. I don't know if y'all know much about Texas chili, how it's different. But generally, it doesn't have beans or even tomatoes at all, like no tomato sauce or chunks of tomatoes. It's just meat and like a chili sauce. So that's what I'm going to go for. And I thought I would show y'all how I do that. I call it Lone Star Chipotle Poblano Chili, and it's really good. It's a little spicy, probably on the medium side of spice. So first, I'll just put a little bit of oil in the pan and brown up the meat. I have about 1.5 pounds of ground pork. Maybe most people might use all beef. I don't know. But I like to use a mixture of pork and beef. So that's what I'm going to do. The winner gets a trophy. I don't suspect I'll actually win, but I thought it would be fun to try. You never know. So just brown this up. Oh, let me wash my hands. Just brown up the meat and maybe add a little bit of salt and pepper. So I'm just going to grind up a little bit of kosher salt on here. And a little bit of peppercorns. Fresh black pepper. It always tastes better to me than the pre-ground stuff. So I'm going to brown this up and I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. The meat has been browned, smelling really nice. I have cut up 2 whole poblanos and 1 medium, little bit larger size onion. So they're all diced. I have 8 garlic cloves that I've minced. For now, I'm going to add the poblanos and the onions and let those cook for just a couple of minutes. And then we'll add in the garlic. You don't want to cook the garlic in the pan for too long because it can really get like a bitter taste. So save the garlic for last. So I'm just going to add these. Man, these onions have me crying. They were super strong. So if you want to find you a sweeter variety of onion, that might help. I don't know. So just kind of give this a little stir. Cook these probably for about 3 minutes until they're a little softer, you know. So I'll meet you back here in a few minutes. Okay, so now I transferred my meat, onion, pepper, and garlic mixture to my pot here. I think I'm going to add a little bit more salt and pepper. A little bit of pepper. A little bit more salt. And to this, for the liquid, I'm going to add 1 cup of strong coffee, 1 cup of beef broth, and a can of Miller Lite, a 12-ounce can, brewed here in Texas. Can't go wrong with that. Go ahead and turn this back on to about medium for now. Give that a little stir. Next, I have 2 cans of chipotles in adobo sauce. So we'll just pop those. Let's see, those are 7-ounce cans. Pop those open. And what I like to do is take my kitchen shears, and if they're in big chunks, just kind of cut them up in the can. Make sure you have clean scissors. It's always a good idea. These seem to be pretty well cut up. Just scoop the whole can in there with the peppers and the sauce. Let me get a spoon that doesn't seem to want to get out all of the sauce out of there. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, the last can I bought, the chipotles and the adobo sauce were pretty much whole, but these seem to be cut up pretty well. So I don't think I have to snip these up too much, just a little bit. Okay. This adds so much good flavor. I never had used it very much, but I realized how good it is in chili. And it's a keeper. There are a couple of big chunks. I think I'll just snip those smaller. So we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we'll turn it down to a simmer and let it simmer covered for about 25 minutes probably, and then check it. You don't want it to run out of liquid, start scorching or anything. So keep an eye on it. Stir that. Oh yeah, there are some bigger chunks in there of those chipotles. If you see some real big ones, just go ahead and chop those up. You want them to get evenly dispersed into your chili. Okay, so I'm going to bring this to a boil and then set my timer for 25 minutes, and I'll come check on it, and I'll see you then. Okay, you're going to have to pardon me. I had a brain glitch. I totally forgot to put in all the seasonings that make it so good. Okay, so we need to put in 4 tablespoons, which is the same as a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Let me do the brown sugar last, I guess, since it will make my spoon kind of sticky. 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes. Can't have too much spice. 1, 2. And it gets a little bit different now. Some seasonings you might not be used to in your chili, but it's really good. I'm going to put a teaspoon of nutmeg. It adds some flavor that people are like, wow, that's really good. What is that in there? 1 teaspoon nutmeg. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Out of curiosity, have y'all ever had Cincinnati chili? I think it's really good, and it has cinnamon. I really like it. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. There's a sauce, a Mexican sauce called mole. I don't know if y'all have had it, and it's got cocoa powder in it. It's so good as well. So that's 2 tablespoons cocoa powder. And surprisingly, Italian seasonings goes really well in this. So I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of Italian seasonings. Let's see, 2 tablespoons of cumin. I remember the first time I realized the main seasoning in taco meat was cumin. I was like, oh my goodness, that's what makes taco meat so good. That was back when I was a teenager, and I was just so excited. I can still remember that. And let's see, 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. You can use regular paprika, but I prefer the flavor of the smoked paprika. And they don't have to be exact. If a little bit extra gets in there, no problem. Let's see, we didn't do the brown sugar, so 3 tablespoons of this. All right. I don't think I forgot anything this time. So give that a good stir. Get all those good seasonings mixed up in there. Okay. Oh yeah, now it's smelling right. I was like, feels like it's missing something. Duh, like over half the recipe. So I'm going to turn this back up. Now I'm going to bring it to a boil, and then I will set my timer for 25 minutes. Okay, so I will see you guys after 25 minutes. Okay, so it's been 25 minutes on low, simmering. Let's see how it's looking. Oh yeah, that's looking really nice and smelling really nice. Let me see if I can show y'all that a little bit better. It's kind of a dark colored chili, but oh man, you'll be really amazed at how tasty that is. Okay, so I think that I should let it cook down a little bit longer. This time I'm going to set the lid on it, but leave it partially cracked to let some of the steam out, like that. And I will set it for 20 minutes. I think that should do it. And then we'll check it in 20 minutes. Okay, so it's been the final 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get a little taste in my bowl to check the seasonings. It's always a good idea to test it, make sure it doesn't need extra salt or anything like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit in here to cool off for a second. I'm going to turn that off. I think it's been cooking long enough. We can also tell the sorry, my phone started saying low battery. I don't know if it's filming anymore, but let's go ahead and taste it. Yeah, the seasonings are just right. I like to serve this with sour cream, shredded cheddar, Fritos, and maybe some chopped fresh jalapenos. So let me know what y'all think, and if y'all decide to try it, let me know how it turns out. God bless y'all. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.